What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to check out some battles submitted to the channel by a member of the community, XQ Lou here. So shout out to them. Thank you for sharing these battles with us. We have Scrafty, Alomomola, and Galarian Slowbro, which is going to be very interesting here. A lot of potential booms with Focus Blast and Sludge Bomb, so we'll have to see how this plays out. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and these battles, what Pokemon are working well for you, and does it feel like rock, paper, scissors meta? I want to know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments. Let's go and get right into it. All right, getting into the first battle here. Let's see how this one goes. This team looks pretty interesting. Obviously concerned about Charm on the lead, but we'll have to see how they decide to play. We got Scrafty versus a shiny Electrode. That is a flex and a half. Now, Electrode has the opportunity to be throwing Hyper Beam, so you got to be very careful when facing off against Electrodes, but let's see how this battler plays it out. They're going to go ahead and throw the Power Up Punch first, and here comes the charge move from Electrode. Is this going to be Hyper Beam or not? They're going to go ahead and respect it and shield, and it is going to be the Hyper Beam, so that is a good shield right there. We do see a swap into Crustle, which means Scrafty is looking incredibly strong versus this team. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to bring in Alomomola here. Yeah, here comes the Alomomola, as they need to save Scrafty for the Electrode, as Electrode does really well against the backline of this team. Now, we're going to see the Rock Slide come through, does a decent amount of neutral damage, so even though Alomomola right here takes a ton of neutral damage, even though Crustle is taking a ton of damage from Waterfall, it can fight back here against the Alomomola and nearly takes it out. Now, this is a single charge move Alomomola as well, so on the side you'll see that I have Hydro Pump there. I put it there for you guys to know if you do have double moves. That's the moveset you want to go with, Psychic and Hydro Pump. So they go ahead and throw the Psychic, get the shield from the Electrode, and we're going to go ahead and see that Scrafty come back in. Now let's see what they're going to have in the back as well. If it's a Charmer, things are looking very good, but they're going to go ahead and no shield the Discharge right here, and they're going to go ahead and swap into Slowbro, and the opponent swaps into Talonflame. So Slowbro right here is going to get off a juicy Sludge Bomb. We'll have to see how much damage this does. I imagine it's going to do quite a bit of neutral damage. And it does. It lands as well. Obviously, there's no shields. It lands, obviously, because the targeting system is 100% hit rate here. But you're going to go ahead and shield the Flame Charge and farm down with Poison Jab. So things are looking very good. Scrafty is low. Electrode has a bit of energy. And Go Battle Lag comes in like no other. But they're going to go ahead and win that one with fast moves. So that's going to be a good game. Very well played. All right, moving to the next one, we have Scrafty versus Medicham on the lead. This is not a good matchup, so they're going to go ahead and swap into Alomomola and start getting ahead on energy. Now, the Medicham's deciding to stay in. What I've noticed, and maybe you guys have noticed too, Medicham leads sometimes have Fire-type Pokemon in the back, especially a Magcargo, to not only counter the Talonflames that we see, but also counter the Charmers, which is why we're not seeing a swap out, and Weak Connection is striking again, so Go Battle Lag is in full force today. The Psychic lands as well, which is very unfortunate here for Alomomola, but at least they're able to get off their own Psychic and force a shield now from the opponent. So we're going to see that Slowbro now come in. It's going to have to really load up on energy, and it's got to be careful about another Psychic as well. So let's see how this plays out. They do swap into a Charizard, so that Fire type in the back. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Charizard Talonflame or a Charizard Magcargo in the back. It would seem like a very typical team here. So they're going to go ahead and go for Sludge Bomb now. This does a lot of neutral damage, but Charizard still has a shield, and I imagine it's going to use it. No, it decided to shield. Boom! Charizard's gone from the game. See ya. Magcargo, are you coming in? Talonflame, are you coming in? It's Talonflame. All right, it's kind of predictable, right? Not seeing any Pokemon swap into Alomomola. They're going to go ahead and save the charge move and now come in with Scrafty. This is going to be a very dangerous matchup, as Talonflame still has a shield and has charge moves loaded, and each Incinerate is going to be doing more and more damage. Here comes the foul play now for neutral damage from the Scrafty. Remember, there's still that Medicham lurking in the back, as they did keep it alive. Last shield goes down. Medicham's going to come in here versus the Scrafty, and we are going to see a very interesting endgame, as Power Up Punch does super effective damage, but not enough right there. Can they get to the foul play in time? Yes, they can. Remember, Medicham's part Psychic typing, so this is going to do neutral damage. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. And Talonflame as well is loaded on energy. Scraft. Will Sludge Bomb do enough here? Slowbro looking to go 2 for 2 on booms with Sludge Bombs. Can it take out the Talonflame? Yes, it can. Boom! Takes out the Talonflame, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right, moving into the next one. We have Scrafty on the lead versus Drudgegon? I haven't seen that Pokemon in GBL, but we see a swap into Wigglytuff right away, and the Slowbro is going to go ahead and come in and farm down. I'm surprised they actually did go for Sludge Bomb right here. Typically in this situation, you can commit to that full farm down before Wigglytuff does get to a charge move. It's pretty close, but there is a potential for it. Now, they don't even care right here. They're just going to go straight for the Sludge Bomb, but we do see the first charge move come through. I'll be honest, I haven't seen this Pokemon's charge move. It's going to be a Night Slash. All right, yeah, that would have done super effective damage, and they will get off the Sludge Bomb now. So this is probably going to do a decent amount of damage here. And let's see. They do get a shield as well, so they're going to go ahead and get farmed down with Dragon Tail right here. And we're going to see that Scrafty come back in and load up on energy. It needs to be careful for what is in the back, because it might be double charm. Let's see how this plays out. They're going to go ahead and go for Power Up Punch right away. Try to force that final shield and also boost the attack of the Scrafty. So let's see. It does take it out, and we do see double charm in the back, so they're going to go ahead and swap into a Alomomola, and this is going to be a very close one. Waterfall versus Charm, and the opponent does decide to surrender. Who'd have thought, safe swapping a Charmer, you would have had another Charmer in the back. That's why I always bring answers. All right. Moving to the next battle, we have Scrafty versus Milotic, shiny Milotic at that. So a very interesting neutral matchup right here. Obviously, counter and power up punch is going to be overwhelming the Milotic in terms of raw damage, but Scrafty also needs to be very careful about the surfs, as Waterfall and Surf is going to add up. We're probably going to see, okay, we do see a shield right here on the first charge move, and it is going to be that Surf blocking it right there. They want to load up on energy, and going for another power up punch right here is definitely going to put Milotic into a tough situation. I wouldn't be surprised if they just no-shield it right here, let it go, and try to get one more Surf off, as this might just do enough damage to take out Scrafty. If they can get 2 shields, which the Scrafty is committing 2 shields now, things get very interesting for endgame, as they are exposed to every single charge move. Here comes the Talonflame, so they're going to go ahead and throw the foul play right here. This better be shielded by Talonflame, otherwise this is going to hurt. They do shield, and we don't see a swap out either. They're just going to try to get to another charge move if they can, and they do get to the power up punch in time. Unfortunately, they didn't click foul play, but it was very close right there in terms of the HP, and no second shield right there. They do try to swap into Slowbro to keep the Scrafty alive, but it did go down. Here comes the Brave Bird. I don't even, if it's Flame Charge. Okay, it is a Flame Charge. Alright, I guess that does a decent amount of neutral damage, and Talonflame is going to try to load up. They're going to go ahead and swap into a Alomomola to catch the next Flame Charge right here. This is actually a huge catch by them, as it will be resisted, and they're going to have to swap out, but they don't, which means it's going to be another Pokemon in the back that is weak to water type moves. So these waterfalls are going to add up. They're also going to be getting the final shield, which is going to give the Slowbro a chance to focus blast the Crustle right here. If a Alomomola goes down, I imagine it will, as the Crustle now is going to have to throw the charge move in order to take it out. These waterfalls are adding up way too much. Here comes the Slowbro. I think they're just going to go for the Sludge Bomb here. Yeah, safe bet is just go for Sludge Bomb. This should do enough damage to take it out, and that is looking to be a good battle. Very well played. Yeah, that is enough right there. I don't think they would have made it to Focus Blast if they tried to. The Crustle would have been able to get to the charge move. All right, moving into the final battle here. A little short video today of a nice set. But we have Scrafty on the lead versus Crustle. Very positive lead, and we see a weak connection and a swap into Electrode. So obviously Scrafty is going to have to stay in this one here versus Electrode. And we'll have to see how this plays out. But they do have a great answer with Alomomola for the Crustle, so not too worried right now if I was this battler. All they really need to do is just keep going up for power-up punches and really ramp up this Scrafty, as they might not have an answer in the back, which would look very, very good for them. Yep, they're just going to go ahead and go for another power-up punch here. They will need to shield one charge move here from Electrode if they want to win this mid-game, which is be very advantageous for them. But Electrode Electrode almost over-farmed right there. The Scrafty will shield and take down the Electrode in the mid-game. Let's see if a Charmer comes in. It's going to be a Talonflame, actually, so they can get to the foul play in time. This is going to do a lot of damage, and obviously Alomomola is looking very, very nice versus this team, but they're going to need to bring in the Slowbro here versus the Talonflame and save Alomomola for the Crustle. So this is looking pretty good. Talonflame going to be loading up on energy and go ahead and throw a charge move. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a Brave Bird and swap out right here, but it is actually just going to be a Flame Charge. That still does a decent amount of damage, and they're going to go ahead and go for the Sludge Bomb, but not before Talonflame gets to another charge move. That is unfortunate right here, as the Slowbro will be going down to the Fire Boom right there. But they're going to go ahead and come in with a Alomomola, farm down with Waterfall, and this is looking to be a good, actually, this is going to be a close one, everyone. This is going to be a close one. Crustle just needs to land one good Rock Slide right here, as there's only one shield in play for both sides, and it might be able to win this one, as they can shield the Psychic, and Alomomola is quite a ways off from a charge move. So if Crustle can get to a Rock Slide, it might be able to win this one. This is going to be close. Smackdown, and they get the X-Scissor Shield Bait. That's incredible. Can they get to the Rock Slide? No, they cannot. Alomomola just smacks it out of the game, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Scrafty, Alomomola, and Galarian Slowbro right there. Pretty cool team, pretty tanky. Slowbro, obviously, with that Sludge Bomb, does really nice against those flying fires that we see with Charizard and Talonflame, and Focus Blast, obviously, can take down an XL, Lickitung, or a Macargo, or what have you. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.